All right, we're back, and we are recapping with Ferris.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna stare into the void and tell you what happened last time. So last time we advanced into the the building. I forget what kind of building that was, but that's besides the point. Where we cleared out the onslaught of reinforcements encroaching on us, and eventually revealing that it was a giant plant monstrosity responsible for all the big conspiracy we were investigating. Where it apparently took in people and replaced them with podlings that had the memories of its victims. One of those being Val, who, despite being a podling, aided us because it had Val's memories, and I guess it still had her will. We finished off the monstrosity and saved Professor Orfor, who was consumed by it, with various techniques of jacked butlers and flying in on Pegasus, doing drive-by, and of course the max special with just killing everything in sight. But killing the plant caused the imitation of Val to kind of wither away, like all the other spawn of this creature. Ferris suspected his father had something to do with it because the telepathic voice mocking him throughout the battle. But we got a message beckoning us back to Skull Island Republic for something because they know what the Armada is doing now, and I think we're following up on that after this.
All right, go ahead and get yourself that inspiration.
Okay.
Reroll, whatever we call it these days.
Is it inspiration or a reroll? This is important.
I'm like, we treat it as the same thing. Ice is muted.
I think we've mostly just been referring to it as a reroll. Or that. Yeah. I've said it's a reroll.
So, for instance, Max can't just take it and get sneak attack. It's just a reroll.
Yeah, if you want to make a bad D100 roll, re-roll, why not?
Okay.
I guess this would also make it apply on advantage, so if Max rolls 2 nat 1s, you can save him.
We're ready. Ooh. We leveled up.
Yep.
That is correct. They are leveled up. So what did you guys all get at level 5? Well, we'll start with the ones that are easy. What did you get, Quinn?
Multi-attack. I can hit twice now. Basic but effective.
What did you get, Max?
I got uncanny dodge, so I can get less damage.
Uncanny get hit half as hard.
How does he get hit half as hard? That's so weird. And what did Ferris get?
Well, I got level 5, so that means I just got a bunch of spells because I'm a lunar sorcerer. Those spells are Dispel Magic, Vampiric Touch, and Phantom Steed. But for my swap out and my level up spell, I got the classic Fireball. And I swapped something out for haste. I forget what it was.
As you do. And what did you get, Dalen?
Well, now I have double the amount of spell slots at least, and we made a wand that can act as focus, basically. And I took some extra spells there for level 2. I got Scorching Ray and Shatter for being an artillerist, and then Enlarge Reduce and Heat Metal for the chosen spells. I switched out something here. I think I switched out Absorb Elements.
Oh, man. Spells all over. And last but not least, what did Devin get?
Well, I fly now,
Why now?
and I gained yet another means of frightening people en masse.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I think that was the paladin level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Paladin level 4.
Alright.
Very good. All right. So, you guys are probably have stayed at the inn for the last time because you probably don't really want to be here anymore.
Oh, and
Probably not.
I went to the shop and bought Tensor's floating disc. Or just another ritual to maybe plug in when I have enough money to do so.
Alrighty.
Is the innkeeper even alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
So did the population just dramatically shrink over the last night or something?
So if we were to do the math, there was probably 500,000 people who died, give or take.
Ooh.
Out of how many?
A lot more than that. This is a really big city. So in the grand scheme of things, there's, like greater than 10,000 people here, but
Yeah.
it
It's
is
still-
either way a massacre to have that many people die overnight and to know that it was happening at least once a day for the past year.
I mean, I guess in a sense they were already dead,
Yeah. But now
but
those
still.
positions are officially gone. Whatever they were doing.
Yeah, so you know that at the academy, Professor Orafor is not going to be appearing for the next semester as he recovers, and Professor Drawers is obviously no longer alive, so you have to go find a new teacher. So you're probably like awakening to like the newspaper that's like massacre.
People
Professor
turning into green sludge.
Orafor declares students saved Wisteria from terrible fate, as hundreds are found out to have been dead for days or even a year.
I'm just picturing puddles of goo all over the city as we congratulate each other. We did it. We saved this whole city.
You did it, Patrick! We saved the city!
That being said, what will you do from here? You did get a message last we left off.
Yeah. I believe the plan was we were going to head back to Skull Island via Mushu.
I'm also gonna
Yeah.
pick up a few more rations too, just to.
How am I doing on those?
Alright, rations.
How much did they cost again?
It was one
One
each.
gold each.
One GP each.
Okay. I'll just buy 3.
Oh, Max picked up this Ash Willow wand. Does that do anything, or is it just kindling?
It's a spell focus.
Sparkly cat eyes. I'm magic now.
If you want, it could become a really good one if you let Dalen touch it. Though I don't think anyone uses a wizard spell focus.
I do, but I have my quarterstaff for that.
I can use wands as spell focuses now, but I don't know. Like, I don't think it's any. It would be any different. I'm not sure.
I'll also sell the invisible ink spell scroll just to get some money in my pocket since I'm down to like 7 gold.
All right.
All right. Let's see what level spell is that?
1.
All right. So I think you get 150 or no 150, 75 for that.
Yeah, they're not gonna like.
They're not gonna give you the full price.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Does the Ash Willow wand cost encumbrance?
I would say no.
Okay. It's on the boat now.
Keep it in the souvenir chest with your hat.
I thought he just wears that.
Yeah, he just wears it.
Oh, he just wears Gun's hat. It's bigger than his head.
Covers his eyes.
It's to block out the light, to make his shots more accurate. Go on.
All right.
All right. Well, if that's everything that you want to do in the city, someone will have to go and roll the first D hundo.
I
So,
can.
The only thing before that is Dalen would probably at least approach the group and say, like, I know I can't replace Val really, but if you'd want Gearhead on board, I can join you and I guess help out with the rest of your adventures.
Well, seeing as your crew tried to kill you, well, not really your crew, but imitations of them, we'd be happy to take you along with us.
Great.
Indeed, it'd be
Yeah.
helpful to have another person helping to fix the ship when we inevitably set it on fire, get shot at, or who knows what.
I can imagine that happens quite a bit with how much it sticks out, but that's fine.
You talking about the flame job?
Yeah, I'd love to have you along.
Great. Then I'll happily join. And you said you were going back to Skull Island for some kind of meeting, I guess.
Yes. We happen to know the leader of the Skull Island Republic, and he seemed to need a little bit of help.
All right then. Well, I'm sure I'll learn more about it when we get there. But yeah, let's set sail for now.
Alright, rolling the D1 hundo.
D hundo.
29.
What's the worst that can happen?
Another plant monster.
Well,
All right. Well, make your movement.
Oh, right.
We get 6, right?
You get
Because
5.
5, okay.
4 normally plus the sail.
Oh yeah, I guess for my fusion I will make Devin's weapon a +1 weapon for now, and we'll see if we will need to change it later.
Quinn probably needs it more than I do. If it comes down to it, Oh, then again, I don't have extra attack, so
I'm good either way.
sure, I'll take it for now.
All right, and as night rolls around, let's see. I don't know what your passive perception is, David. What's everyone's passive perception?
13.
I think it's 12.
11.
12.
Is it 8 plus your perception or 10?
10.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, 15.
It's 11.
15.
13, and I am always somewhat on watch, so
Yeah, I guess I'll just let you straight up roll it then,
okay.
because you're basically able to wake up.
Yeah, that whole not really needing to sleep thing. 16.
All right. Well, this fish is not terribly sneaky because he rolled himself a 12. So I think everyone notices that there's like a barracuda flying towards the ship, and it seems to be sniffing out your rations.
Max,
Yeah?
you got your fishing rod?
Yeah?
Want to catch a fish?
Yeah!
And I'll give him one of my supplies to use for bait.
Okay, well keep in mind it is night.
Matt has night vision.
Oh,
Okay.
all right. In that case, what do we usually use for this? I believe it was sleight of hand.
I like that roll.
I think it's proficiency in Dex. He's proficient with fishing.
So is it Dex plus proficiency or sleight of hand? Because it makes a difference.
Or would it be survival?
Dun, dun, dun.
Or like Dex survival or
Dex
something?
survival.
I like the sleight of hand better, but that's fine.
Because it's more of a fishing rod thing. So yeah, survival definitely makes sense here, but Dex also. So yeah, Dex survival.
Oh, that's even better. Okay.
He's like, I like sleight of hand. Oh wait, I have expertise
sleight
in
of hand.
both.
Sleight of hand would still be better, but here we go. 21.
Okay. Moment.
You managed to hook it on to the end of the line. However, these things are known to be rather vicious and with really sharp teeth.
Yeah.
So as you're like getting him on the line, he looks like he's trying to more or less chomp the line to get himself free.
Hey, I paid for that!
I'm going to try to beat it into submission with Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Well, you get 2 attack rolls with that now.
Let's see,
Does the line like force it to hold still a little bit?
It's less
No,
the
it's-
got and more the fact that it's
Oh my
trying
gosh,
to
you got an
chomp
extra
it,
one.
but
Okay, well, that's a crit.
crit it.
Yay!
Alright, well that's a d10 plus 10 minimum.
And a 22.
Yeah, well, I don't know if this fish is gonna have a good time.
I mean, it's
2d10.
That is 17 points of force damage.
Yeah, so as it tries to bite it, it opens its mouth and you just shoot it right as it opens its mouth, and it doesn't really fight back after that.
It's like tongue was a glowing Nintendo weak spot or something.
Yeah.
Guys, it's
Weak
alright.
spot is exposed. Hit it now.
Target! Target!
Yeah.
All right. Well, you have a Batacuda, so you can once again mince this guy up into 3 rations. So essentially, you trade 1 for 2 more, or you can sell him for 50 gold.
We're gonna be on the road for a while. We may as well cut him up into rations.
I can prepare purify food and drink.
Excellent. We'll hold on to him.
Gotta make sure he's fresh.
Could I also spend 2 hours to try and put the spell scroll in my book, my ritual book?
Well, I mean, at this point, you'll probably want to go back to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll do it tomorrow then.
Yeah.
Encumbrance of a Batacuda.
It would probably be 1, but I imagine you're just gonna lock him in the ship locker.
Yeah, we're probably not gonna hold on to it.
Well, I gotta put it on here until we find a place to sell it.
Yeah. All right. Well, with the fish dealt with, I think the majority of you are just gonna head back to sleep. Aside Quinn standing watch while he sort of recharges.
Will consume.
Yep. And for those that haven't, just consume a ration. Usual business. And we shall roll over to the next day.
D-Hundo?
Yep.
Yep.
If you want to get that spell in, you'll have to use an AP.
Yeah, we'll do that. 71.
Okay.
Alright, so I have to do an Arcana check, because this isn't just copying it over from my known spells. Make sure I got it all right. That'll do it. That's exactly enough.
Ooh. Bit close on that one, but you do eventually manage to get the spell into your ritual book. Probably thinking how the wizards just do this so easily.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm trying to make a disc here that I can carry like 500 pounds on. Like I'm jumping on it and like falling through it until it's like stable. I think I got it. I can maybe Quinn come step on it.
Quinn goes over and his foot goes through it.
Yeah. Well, I thought I had it that time. But I eventually make a floating disc that follows me around.
Very neat.
Now we can use it to store our Batacudas on.
You have 500. Just it can hold 500. What do you do with it? I throw a fish on it. All right. So with that roll, you've already got all your paperwork in order for the travel. It's not like, excuse me. There do happen to be some already at this gate, just representatives of Mushu, but with everything in order, they actually speed you along, and in little time you actually end up back on the spiral.
Yeah.
Punch it!
Probably gave you a bit of priority for, saving their everything. And you are now in the spiral once more. So, between you and Mushu is just the this pink spiral arm that you've traveled once before. And with that, there's nothing else that passes while you're in this first day of the spiral. The day just rolls over. Consume.
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 Consumption successful.
No,
That sounds like a robot line right there.
Yeah.
It's a quick time event. You have to mash in order to consume successfully.
Yeah. Alright. Who's rolling next?
I guess I'll do it. I did it after Quill last time we did this. Ugh.
Oh. Not more space jellyfish.
Yeah, you think those thoughts, and then as if they hear you, you see some tentacles approaching you.
Well, battlement's open again.
Oh, great.
You just
Oh,
go
boy.
ahead and
Well, if we beat him once, we can beat him again. I don't think actually we beat him. We just made him run away.
I mean, we cut one of them up, and I think I did a fine job at seasoning it.
New tokens.
New tokens, yes.
Tokens. Better, Dalen, but still bad.
Do we need a roll for initiative, or?
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, we gotta switch to music.
22.
4!
I never roll high on initiative. What happened?
I got a nat 1!
Oh my gosh.
Nat 1 to get a 2, and then Nat 2 to get a 1.
Where the heck?
Even though it was a nat 1, it's still better than not.
I gotta go find the old stat block.
Oh my.
Oh my
Sorry,
goodness.
+2, so
No.
I was the luck vampire all along.
I got a
Can't
4.
believe this.
Holy cow. It's weird because I usually roll really high on initiative. I didn't think 4 was rolling really high on initiative.
How have you managed this?
I love the idea we're just all sitting on deck like, I think he's getting bigger. Yeah, I might be getting bigger. Oh, shoot!
Meanwhile, Max has this crossbow at the ready.
Okay, and over here I got a 16, but I gotta figure out what the modifier is, because this is an old stat block.
He's gotta go and find his old notes.
It's not in session 3-4, where is it?
I'm like, why would it be there? It was like way sooner than that.
Was it? Not session 2.
It's not, you gotta. It was not that far away.
Oh, I see.
That was kind of far.
It's either 7 or 8 then.
No, it was session 9.
Yeah, such
Every single guess was wrong. Okay,
I'm like, I thought you copied it over.
I should have. I'm dumb. Being said, we got the little modifier, which gets us there. Okay. All right, they're back,
Or,
and there's more of them.
nice. Is the map on stream?
Yes, it is.
Yep.
That being said, Max, the weird jellyfish are after you again. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna shoot it.
All right.
Steady aim. Just 2d20. Over 20.
Yeah, that is definitely going to hit.
$16 piercing damage. Magical.
Oop, okay. First blow just kind of sticks right in and it just wobbles. Being hit by this with like the recoil. But now they know that there's definitely something to go after, so here they come. So we're gonna get in range. No, just 40. Being said, is this guy within range of you guys? Yeah, that's a shame. Unfortunately, I don't think they can actually really hit you. Because they will be taking the dash action, and as I realize that I've also put them in the wrong space.
In between tiles.
Yep. Gosh, I'm so bad at this. 40.
The owlbear thing does not know how big monster work. It'll snap them to like the center of tile.
So
Okay.
I'm just gonna slowly wom there. It's kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's kind of in character.
They're not getting too close, though. Close enough that you can see they're ready to lash out. So, Quinn.
Okay. If it's point blank, I can't miss, right? Actually, how much damage is the cannonballs again?
Let's go find.
Depends on the cannonballs you have.
You do actually have them labeled.
You tell me.
There they are over on your ship inventory.
Okay, D10.
D10 or 2D10.
I'll just do javelin action. I'll step back to here. Or not step
Right.
back, but just move there. Alright. 24.
That is good enough. Easily. You got over 20.
Okay, then this is going to be 10 points of piercing damage.
Alright, it's this guy on the right that's already damaged.
Yeah.
Okay. It's gradually filling up with all these things. First an
Yep.
arrow, or a bolt, and now a javelin.
That's right, and here comes the second one. Dirty 20.
That also hits.
And that's going to be another 11 damage.
It's turning into a pin cushion.
Whoosh, whoosh.
Oh, not 300.
377
No.
damage. Alright, bonus action tunnel fighter, that's my turn.
Okay. Dalen?
Okay, Dalen is gonna go in the middle here. Let me just check the range of the. Okay. I will cast Scorching Ray on this on that boy 3 times.
Okay.
So just to not get confused. +7. So 12, 24, and 26.
Okay, the 12 does not hit.
Okay, so 2 times. 22 fire damage.
Dang.
Sheesh. Okay. Takes it up to...
Those are high rolls.
15.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is already looking like a pincushion. It's scorched. It's not doing great.
He doesn't look like he wants to be here anymore.
And
He
for
might
my
have
bonus
seen
action,
what you did to the last one, if he had eyes.
and for my bonus action, I'll put my cannon over here as a medium thing, and or small, sorry, and then it'll be the flamethrower cannon, and it will do a 15-foot cone from it. So,
Okay.
like
Yep, I can
this
see.
somehow, I guess.
Yeah, I can see the tiles that's picking. Yep. Okay, and is that an attack
That's
roll
a
or
dex
save?
save.
Okay. Now the first one got a 9, and the other got an 11.
Okay, those both fail. They take 12 fire damage.
The smell of calamari is filling the air.
Max must be enjoying the smell. That's it.
Yeah, all right, Ferris.
All right, so I'm going to pull 2. I'm gonna twin Tasha's mind whip, pulling like 2 whips from my hand and just kind of like whipping the 2 right here. So I need an intelligence saving throw from these 2.
All right. These things are horrible at this. That turns into a 10. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Then that one passes. So, the one that... It's basically one of those half. On,
Okay.
3d6, right? Yeah, 3d6. Psychic damage.
Okay.
So one's going to take 8 and one's going to take 4, but the one that failed has to choose between using an action, moving, or a bonus action. It only gets one of those 3. And I don't think it gets reactions or something. Yeah, it doesn't have reactions either.
Ooh. Gotcha.
Can I run inside the ship?
Yeah.
You have the movement for it.
Yeah, I'll go inside. You got this!
Clean below decks.
He just
Okay.
rolls out cannonballs.
Just to be fair, I would have had to move over here and put it down.
Oh, okay. Devin.
Hey. Devin takes a deep breath and lets loose a roar that echoes across the void. And all 4 of them need to make wisdom saving throws, DC 15.
Okay.
I'll roll 2, you roll 2.
Well, one got a
Best fail.
whiz save. So that's a pass of 16. That's a fail, being a 10.
Yeah, I got 2 fails over here, so only 1 pass.
So these guys.
Okay, on a failure, they are frightened for 1 minute. They do not get to repeat the save at the end of their turn, but they do get to repeat it every time they take damage.
Okay, so this guy failed down here. Which order did you roll for these 2, and which passed and then which failed?
First one passed, second one failed.
Swear I'm not doing this in the
Wait.
order that they're most damaged. It's just...
Yeah, well, actually no, both of mine failed. Only one of them
Oh.
passed. It was yours. One of yours passed. You tell me which one it was.
I'm just doing left to right. So, the 4. Alright, is that everything?
Let's see.
Sure, if you got any bonus action stuff you can
I
do.
do actually have some bonus actions. I think that'll be my turn though.
Alrighty. We move on. Back to
So
Max.
which one isn't frightened? The 4?
Yeah, the 4.
Okay.
I can probably change the color on this to make it more obvious.
You make it green or something.
Yeah. It stands up pretty well against this background.
Steady aim.
Okay.
Over 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Was there any doubt?
18 magical piercing damage.
Okay, yeah, that is enough. As it starts
No,
drifting.
this one.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Apologies.
I'm not gonna hit the skirt one.
Let's see, doing math, use of 18, which brings it to 22. Alright. In that case, I gotta figure out. You said it was this guy, the one that failed, has the other thing, so let's worry about him. Which brings us back to this. And they cannot willingly move closer to Devon.
Correct.
However... Okay, most of their attacks are going to be a disadvantage just because of the nature of...
Fear.
Yeah. That being said... You can see them trying their little tricks as before, so... First off... I don't know how the heck this even works, if the turret can even make that kind of save. I assume...
It's an object, so,
Yeah,
I
so
don't know.
it's not like it can make... Is it even immune to being stunned? Or... No, you just said it's an object.
It
just says
doesn't
it's an
take-
object.
It doesn't take actions or anything.
So it just takes raw damage. Gotcha. Let's start this off then in first. So, Dalen, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
A squid special.
Yeah. $16.
You're fine. This thing was trying to find a way to reach towards your mind and just... You shrug it off. However, it's gonna just try to throw a tentacle at you in the regular old-fashioned way, so,
Does that conflict with the mind whip?
Oh, shoot, yeah, you're right. I mean, this is multi-attack, but...
I
Does it?
I think it still gets a multi-attack because it's an attack, so I think that still goes off.
Okay. Oh my gosh. It just got a nat 20.
Is it a disadvantage or not?
Oh, right. I need to reroll that.
Fear.
We're
Fear.
just layering on the effects here.
There's so
like-
many debuffs. Well, you should be very happy because that turned into a 7.
Nice.
As it misses. Alright. You know what? This one at the top's gonna do something interesting. It's gonna try to swing its tentacles twice. One going for the turret. That's already gonna be a miss, because that's only gonna be 9. Could it be worse? Oh no, it lost out on a 19. And the second swing is going for the hull of the ship. It turns. I don't think that hits, because the AC in the ship is...
Should be like 17 or something.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so... It already missed, that's only 7. And it loses out on 18. Rip.
Hooray!
No scratching the flame job.
And this one on the left that's not scared, it's going for you, Devin. So, whiz save.
Okay. Let's see. I am proficient with these at least. $18.
Just like Dalen, you're completely fine. So, it's going to swap tactic, and it's going to go for the boat. Oh my gosh, I'm rolling horribly. Yeah, that doesn't hit. That's a 7. Alright, last. Quinn, you make a dex save.
Dex?
Or dex,
Yeah.
whiz.
I don't like either of those. Where's my indomitable?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, that is not enough.
We're gonna lucky that.
Okay.
There's your Indomitable.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
I got it early,
Yeah.
guys.
It's true.
Oh,
Oh.
No.
better.
It's even
That's
worse.
as good as Indomitable, too.
Gosh, dang it.
Versus
I'm-
playtest Indomitable.
Man, I'm so weak against mind effects. Holy crap.
Unfortunately, you are stunned. As, yeah, okay. It's gonna try to hit you the normal fashion way, because... Let's see. Well, that first roll is... 22, but I gotta roll it again, don't I? Plus, wait, stunned.
He's afraid.
I think it cancels, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
so
done
it'd
with
just
the
be a
first-
straight
Oh,
roll.
that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Lucky.
great.
Re-roll it.
Oh my gosh! 17.
That's a miss.
Dang it!
When you re-roll into 17 and it misses.
Well, yeah, these things are not having a great time compared to the last time they tried to get you. Quinn, you're up, but unfortunately you are stunned.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do I get a save or anything, or is it just a pass turn?
You can make a save at the end of your turn.
Oh boy, let's make another terrible wisdom save.
Oh,
Nah,
Nope.
we're just gonna stand there, rebooting, rebooting.
Dalen, you're up.
It's like when those things get you in Metroid Prime 2.
Yep. Someone else can attempt to just slap him out of it.
I guess Dalen will. I guess I would take an OP if I moved from here, right?
Yeah.
A disadvantage
Okay.
on
Disadvantage off. They're both afraid.
Yeah. Yeah, Dalen will move over here and
Okay.
take an OP.
Yep. Well, they're both gonna try.
They do their best, but in the end, they are squids.
Okay. Well, the first one might turn into a miss. Oh my gosh! I rolled the same thing twice. It got a 23.
That hits.
Okay. This is the regular one. So... what's the damage on these things? Okay. That is 10 damage, and I need you to make a grapple contest. So
I got
that's either
acrobatics.
athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
I got 23 on acrobatics.
Yeah, it did not get you because I only rolled 11.
Alright.
So that's the first one. And now the second one.
Am I in the range of the second one if I was here?
Is the second one still under the effect of Tasha's Mind Whip?
The
The
end
sec-
of its
oh.
turn.
Oh shoot, you're right.
So it.
Wait,
yeah,
right,
it-
end of its
it
turn.
wouldn't-
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. In that case, yeah, it was able to take its reaction, which means... Yep, here comes the other. Okay, well... that turns into a 16.
That misses.
Okay.
So, did I take 10 damage or...
You took 10 damage from the first guy, yeah. Or,
Okay.
because that one was this one.
Then he will have... then he will shoot his crossbow at this one.
Okay.
23.
Yep. Yeah, you can roll damage.
Yeah, I'm trying. Sorry. 6 damage.
Another.
Okay, and then as a bonus action, he will have the turret walk up to here and do another cone towards this one.
Okay.
So dex save.
That's a 16.
Just a second. It takes half the damage,
Okay.
so 6 fire damage.
Alrighty. They all now thoroughly smell like they're starting to cook.
That's my turn.
Okay. Ferris,
Okay.
you are below deck right now.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna run out, and I'm getting the big guns out, I think. Nah,
Baby, it's
Aw.
time.
not enough. Okay, so plan B. I hope... I'm just gonna try and take out that one in front of Quinn then, I guess.
Okay.
And I'll run out, and I'll use... I'm gonna use Mind Sliver on it, so it needs to do an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Let's see, these are... We'll put this... Oh my gosh. With that mod, that turns into a 6.
That'll be 2d6. So...
And I believe it's gonna have to... Oh, okay. 8 damage.
No, it'll take 8 damage, and the next time someone does anything involving a saving throw on it, it minuses d4.
Well, he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just drifting through space now.
Okay, then I'll go back and retreat into my hole. I'm not being a coward, I just don't want to get taken!
I was gonna say, don't I have to redo the safer and then... Well, nope, doesn't matter. Okay. Effective
Right.
turn. Devin.
My turn. Alright, I am going to cast Wrathful Smite. Subtract my spell slot real quick. And then I'm going to pull out the Thorn Whip, and we can't have any of these guys not being scared of me, so we're going to attack number 32.
There's a reason you should be afraid of me.
Okay.
And my new modifier for this is... Okay. That is a 19 to hit.
That is more than enough.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. That is 6 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
5 points of psychic damage. It is pulled 10 feet towards me. Get over here!
10.
And it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Let's save. Well, it got an 8.
It is now frightened.
Oh my gosh. Congratulations.
So to end this one, the way this one ends is if I lose concentration, or it can use its action to make a wisdom check against my spell save DC to end the effect on a success.
Okay.
And it will have disadvantage on that if it can see me, because it's frightened and it has disadvantage on ability checks.
Done.
And that is going to be my turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this in a different green because that's actually,
Caveat 1, 2, and 3.
Concentration green.
Max.
Concentrated green.
Alright, you know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Over 20 again.
Over 20 is enough.
6. 15 piercing damage.
Which guy?
This guy.
Okay.
He's touching the boat. That's not allowed. It'll make it go slower if he covers up the flames.
Max's turn is over.
So it was 15, so why am I not just adding the 10? Okay. Back to these things' turn. Let's resolve this first thing. So, you pulled it into range of this. It's terrified. It's gonna ink cloud. So,
Oh. Aw, guys, you made me ink.
so I need. What the heck? That entire area is now considered heavily obscured, and it's going to take the dash action. So, I'm not sure if you can still make the. Oh, you
No,
can
I can't,
see
because I can't see it.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Let me just actually use this. This is the one kind of lower. No. Just getting out of there. Just back there. And now. This does. This one's dead. This one is gonna actually have to. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's still moving
That's
closer
moving
to you.
closer to
Yeah,
me.
I gotta figure out the way to get this thing to.
But it can't
But
see
it
you.
can't see you.
Can't.
That's true.
Yeah, but
Oh.
he does know where he was last. And he doesn't want any part of that.
And he's trying to effectively move around you to like over here. So I have to figure out the movement.
He's 20 feet from him, so he has to stay at least 20 feet away by the time he gets there.
30, 40.
It'd have to be right over here. Is that 20 feet go right there?
Yeah. And gosh, I've made this harder on myself that they're doing, but whatever. Dang fear effects. It can't make. Neither of these things can make the check unless they're hit by something, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well. I think that's still moving closer to you.
I mean, technically speaking, it's not. The ruler says it's still 30 feet.
It's gonna go around the side too, so like 25, 30, 40. Just wherever the range of 30 is from you. Oh, so it needs to be one off.
Yeah.
Okay. One started running, there's a giant cloud of ink, and the others don't know how to deal with Devin. Quinn, you're still stunned.
Save and throw time.
Please let him play the game.
Stunned and inside of the cloud.
Let's see.
Oh.
8.
I'm sorry, man.
Alright, he's sitting there just making clicky noises and spazzing a little bit, but that's it.
Thought you were gonna get online, but another update came.
Hold on 1 second while we set everything up.
You're setting up your
You're
PC.
33% there.
And then it suddenly goes back to 16. It's like, what do you mean? Dalen. You can't see.
Well, Dalen will get out of the ink cloud. I don't know which one we want to shoot because Max is on the other side, so...
I don't think you can see any of them to shoot.
Yeah, I mean, I can move up, but I don't really want to, I don't think. Yeah, for now I'll just try to, like, through memory and through, like, just careful moving, he's gonna try and move through the ink cloud over here, I guess.
Okay.
Just like holding on to the edge of the ship and running along it.
The
If you're gonna do
guardrail.
that, I want you to treat this like difficult terrain.
Sure, so this was 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, right? Oh no, sorry, I
35,
was
that would be
here,
35.
so it would be on the stairs.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, that's my turn. For now.
Alright. Ferris.
I'll run over to the helm of the ship and say, "Let's punch it!" And then I'm just gonna try and go forward.
Aren't you below deck?
you're
Oh
below
right,
deck.
yeah, okay, wait, yeah, right. So I'm gonna go out, and it's gonna be inky black. I'll see the dead one here. 15, 20, 25. Is that do I have to go like here?
And that is the helm spot. Next is stepped back one. So yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and punch us forward while they're afraid of us.
Okay. In that case, move all these guys back like
Whatever
60
the
feet.
speed of the ship is, you tell
Yeah.
us.
It was
I believe
60.
it's like 60.
Does the ink cloud also go back?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does. Oh dear.
You can move it now.
So that tile there, which was... Oh. I got my finger on it.
Yeah, I saw. I tried to let go, but it said no.
Okay. And I think, for the sake of things, they're not really going to be able to make any saves to get back. So,
Yeah, they'll be back to normal after a minute, but
yeah, by the time that happens, you're going to be well out of range of them.
Cool. Should I roll to see how long it takes for me
You
to
know what?
snap
Yes.
out of it?
Max is gonna take a pot shot at this one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, but it might chase us if you do.
that one won't.
You got a 13. That is...
No, that was Max. Or not, that was Zapper.
Funny enough, though, that is it.
Oh,
You're no
yes.
longer stoked, and that is not enough to hit it. So it goes wide. But yes,
Sometimes the
Hmm?
sometimes the simplest answer to getting attacked, or something like that. It's something about the simplest answer being the most easiest one. I don't know.
yes,
I want
Quinn,
you to shoot it though.
you're no longer stunned.
Like the booty noises, just bong.
All the windows.
Back
Do 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 do.
Sorry.
Windows
Full
XP
spiral.
noises.
Just watching them bob in the distance, shivering too because they're afraid. It's like Jello, I guess.
Yeah. By the way, what does Wisteria look like to you guys now? What do you think it might look like? Is it
Well,
still
considering
the
that-
academy, or is it perhaps the temple in which you fought the evil plant, or maybe it's McWandle's?
Whatever you would deem your strongest memory there.
Max sees the rock that Val died against.
The academy where the accident was kind of sticks out in my mind, even before we went there.
Yeah.
For Dalen, it would probably be the tree and the building at the end.
Definitely that temple.
Quinn's will kind of fade between the temple and the office of the headmistress.
Interesting. All right, and unless there's anything you want to say or do, the day will pass. You'll get the supply. You also regenerate your level and hit points, assuming that they did any damage.
You're cute. Dalen got hit.
Yeah, I get half of what I got damaged by.
And with that, it is a new day.
Oh, and for the sake of transparency, Field of Nightmares is in my illusion book
All right.
for more
Okay.
fear effects.
Just in case you weren't scary enough.
I think almost everyone in this party has some sort of debuff ability at this point.
Not Max.
Terrifying.
Max's
do.
debuff is death.
Max's debuff effect is just Max being Max.
Alright, should I roll it?
Yeah.
$65.
All right. It is A much quieter day compared to the events of yesterday. As you continue traveling along the arm of the spiral. Perhaps keeping an eye just to make sure that you're not followed by those strange space jellyfish. But it's just quiet. Perhaps even peaceful.
So, and another D hundo.
I guess I'm doing it. I'm the last one. 53.
All right. So, yeah, once again, peaceful day. Just a pretty spiral. Mushu's coming up. I'm sure that everyone has the tea shop in mind or the customs office.
Kind of want to get in and out of there as fast as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Consume and the last D100 before you're in Mushu.
Who wants to do it? Okay.
46.
All right. Once again, safe travels. You make it into Mushu. Your favorite place in the whole universe.
But only if you have the right paperwork.
But only if you have the right paperwork. Alright, change the scene.
Why won't it let me go back? Okay.
Alright. Get rid of Ugly Max. Alright, so you have 5 tiles. Remember that these are basically double your speed. So I don't know if they'll be faster or not in the long term, but they might be.
I'm bad at math, someone figure that out. Well, we could get to like right here. And then the next day we definitely make it to... It's just slightly faster.
Yeah.
Oh, that means you have to make your way to Hamamitsu again.
We're gonna just skirt around the outside.
It's almost like they want everyone to go through there.
Yeah.
Paths lead there.
When you went through the block, not the blockade here, obviously you showed off your paperwork and stuff. So. Unlike last time, they were actually there.
Were we supposed to do something for someone here?
Nah.
We are. No, I don't think so.
Were you?
No.
It's actually exactly the same speed.
Yeah, it's 2 turns either way, so.
Then screw that.
It's 9 either way, because this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4,
But
5,
think about
6,
it. You
7.
could go and sleep for free.
Yeah, on our boat.
Require
Alright,
more.
well, consume your supplies out in the open as you look out at Hamamitsu and say, "Screw you."
Shake our fists at it.
Alright, Zapper, I think it's your turn to roll.
Oh boy. 100.
Okay.
95.
All right.
Bless us, Mushu.
So when you reach the storm gate for Skull Island, they see your paperwork, and they hustle you on through. They kind of give you your windstone a bit of a boost, and you are well on your way.
Whoosh.
Seems
One of
like
those F-Zero boosters.
yeah, it seems like Avery's paperwork here is a bit more important than we maybe first thought it was. And so, with that, you make good time into the spiral, and you're back at it, looking back at Skull Island. Consume. And roll that next D. Hyaku.
Alright. 19.
Uh-oh.
If that was a D20, it'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you are going out into this spiral, you notice that when the little tentacle man touched your ship, it looks like it had some acid on his tentacles, and the ship takes. Someone roll me a 2d6.
I'll roll it since it's my fault. 12.
Oh!
12 damage. The ship took 12 damage from this acid eating away at it for the past few days.
No, our paint job!
Yeah, we just noticed it now.
The flames, suddenly they look droopy and they're like blending together.
No.
Colors are
Paint
washing out.
smearing.
We're gonna be so much slower now. Not because the ship's damaged, but because the paint job's ruined.
We'll have to buff out the scratches when we get to Skull Island.
Yeah, I think she should get us to Skull Island just fine.
Alright.
Alright, and the day rolls over.
Rations, supplies.
I've gone through 8 so far.
Yeah, it turns out it takes a long time to travel through 2 worlds. Who would have thought?
Yep.
Indeed it does.
We'll need to repair the ship, but we should get out of the spiral first.
Alright. Day 2.
I guess Crow roll.
Yeah, I was just waiting for the prompt.
Do it now.
Alright, 48, huh? Okay. You get through the day just fine. Maybe just not in the best of spirits, considering the paint job is
Ruined.
lopsided. One side, you can even just look over to the side and see it's turning into a gross brown because the paints is all mixed.
Smearing down.
But aside that, you're moving at a good pace.
Roll again.
And consume.
Yep. Consume and roll.
Consume and roll.
Man, I didn't think the biggest benefit of being a robot is just no food.
You're watching everyone. You're like, man, that looks expensive.
Yep.
Could have sold that Batakuda at Hamamitsu.
coulda.
We can do it at Skull Island too, though.
For the sake of things, I'm assuming you're just continuously purifying and...
I don't have the spell slots to keep purifying it unless Fire Ally decides that I'm allowed to ritual cast.
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to? Okay, then yes, I will be ritual casting it.
All right.
Ritual casting is silly. How they're like, oh, it's just wizards and clerics and druids.
And artificers.
Wait,
I love the
Artificer's gonna
Yes.
be
the
cast.
idea.
That's weird. Anyway,
It is weird.
you can roll again. Consume.
I love the idea of every day Devin's got to go and perform a ritual on the fish. Oh, hail the
Please.
fish!
Remain clean.
Yes.
I think it's your turn, Doc.
Ah,
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Not the paint job again.
Alright.
Funny you
You
say.
can re-roll if you want.
You
Uh,
could.
It'll be fine.
Hey,
Famous last words.
roll another 2d6.
Watch, it's gonna be 1-1.
3-3.
3-3, dang.
The ship takes 6 more damage as there is still, unfortunately, some acid on where it got hit. Maybe it's a bit of an actual hole now.
I like to imagine I summoned Jiggins to wash it off, but I didn't take into account he only lasts an hour. He has all of it.
You got all of it.
All right.
And the last one, as you're coming up on Skull Island Skyway.
Or wait, hold up.
Zapper.
1, 2, 3, 4. Actually. No, I believe they've made it at this point.
It's the 4th roll. Normally takes 5.
Isn't this the 5th roll?
No, this is the 4th. Am I
Yeah,
crazy?
one was
First
one
day
was
was
in
them
motion.
with the paint job. Second day was nothing. Third day was nothing. Fourth day was
Paint job.
more damage. So yeah, that was
This is
4.
why we have 2 of us. So one of us can count.
So yeah, you guys have made good time, and we're actually at. Why am I on battle maps? I'm looking for the world maps.
World map. Skull Island.
So you're at the storm gate, and you'll be free to take your movement with this.
Go get rid of Ugly Max.
2. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alrighty.
Right.
That being said, however, that roll, you will make your way out of the storm gate and unfortunately end up swerving just a little bit as you almost crash into some rocks just outside the gate. And in the panic, you don't quite make as good of travel today, so you'll be moving back just the 1.
Man, that paint damage is really slowing us down.
Yeah, I told you.
Well, we're almost there, so
End of the day. Ration.
Yes.
I have to use one of the ones on the boat because I
The
had
emergency.
The emergency rations must be broken into. That's what it's really. It really is just your world trip rations. Let's be honest. All right. Yeah. Whoever wants to tempt the fate of the acid on the ship.
31!
Oh.
One
so
better.
much better.
Another 2d6.
Ugh.
Who knew that the squids were actually
5.
afterwards?
Yeah, so at this point, you're kind of having to bring out the supply to make sure you keep the thing patched. The paint is completely ruined. It's bare wood at this point.
Yeah, you
And-
found out the ink cloud is actually somewhat acidic to wood.
You can patch this up when we get to Skull Island Republic, right, Dalen?
Yeah, it'll take a long time, but hopefully it'll be alright.
Alright, we gotta take your movement. That one movement. That one
He's
movement.
gotta get everything out of it. Alright.
Alright, rations and such. At least the boat's in a bottle now. Alright, let's see if anything exciting happens before you even show up.
It's your turn, Crow.
Alright. Just marking rations. A nat 20!
Nat 20,
It is a
let's
nat
go.
20, in fact.
Alright.
But
I
not the good
I
kind of
actually
nat
have an idea
20.
here. Hold on.
Oh, is it time for me to get a DM's DM?
Or like a Tyrannosaurus Rex attacks us.
I know another pirate setting where that would happen.
Alright. Yeah, so... Nothing happens. When you wake up, you're fine.
You're lying.
That's why he
Yeah.
told us the day the tree guy was rampaging through the city.
I would never.
Never.
There's
No.
nothing near you. But yeah, take your movement.
As he is getting ready in the morning, Devon's gonna pull a cape out of his disguise kit and attach it on with his armor.
Don't forget to consume final ration.
Or can we like eat in
It
there?
was
if
from
we, like-
yesterday, yeah, because Skull Island Republic's one day
Okay.
away, so
Yeah.
you have amenities there.
Mm-hmm. You have
It
a
counts
house.
as an actual city.
I'm a restock.
Yeah, I need food.
Yeah, everyone's going into the market like, I need food. You're gonna sell the Batacuda.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
Alright.
Max will give the 50 gold to Ferris.
Oh, okay, thank you. I forgot to deduct the 50 I got from the scroll, but if I'm just getting it back, then I don't have to do anything. I forgot to do that. Thank you,
So
Max.
everyone's getting food. Quinn's gonna try to find someone who sells some plate mail and also approach Devon and ask for a bit of a loan.
How much do you need?
Let's see. How much do you need?
I've got most of it, but about 500 gold. I know that's a lot to ask, but it would be a massive upgrade. And we can ask the others too to pitch in if they want to.
I can spare it.
Hold up. Wait, chainmail for 500?
No. Plate mail
Plate.
for 1,500.
Oh. I heard chain.
Sorry, no plate.
Plate.
Hmm?
So you're gonna...
Yeah, I can go ahead and lend him the 500.
Great.
Cool. Thank you very much.
So yeah, considering you're back in Skull Island, there's definitely a blacksmith about that you can go and purchase that plate mail from.
Ah, finally, someone that understands and appreciates a proper craft.
The shopkeep just kind of raises an eyebrow, but you hand over the 1,500, and he hands over this plate mail that maybe with a few small changes so that it fits you better considering your size. And
We can adjust it with Smith's tools.
Beautiful. Can I also sell my old chainmail?
Yeah, that'll be like 35 gold.
Okay.
Well,
figured I'll
actually, it's
just,
37.5, isn't it?
Alright, well, Doc, you get a 37.5 gold back.
Just buying this like blinged out armor and just cuts to us. We'll buy food, please.
Yeah. And Quinn also specifically asked that his armor have extra large pauldrons on it.
All
Like a
right.
freaking World of Warcraft character.
Yes.
Yep.
Warhammer.
Either that or it's Destiny or just... Oh, look. The pauldrons make the whole armor set. If they're not big enough, how can you be sure you're showing off?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well.
Alright, well, what do you do next now that you've finished the shopping?
I believe we should check into a inn and then go see Captain Avery.
I think we should check into an inn and then go to the docks and repair the ship.
Oh
We
yes.
have a house here.
You do have a house.
All right, I do have a house. I wanted to go there.
Do we all fit in it?
We did last time.
Yeah, you did last time. It just was a lot of dudes in a one-man apartment, basically.
In a bachelor suite. Yeah, it's like the upstairs landlady. You know, and you go,
No, it's basically just a one-man cabin.
It's a tiny little flat.
It looks like a box on the outside for obvious reasons. Very square.
Oh. A well-painted
A well-painted
house.
box.
Yes.
yes, then we shall go there then. See if your lawn needs to be mowed.
Probably.
All right. Yeah. Looks like the weeds have made their rounds, but it's only been a couple weeks, so it's actually not too bad.
Well, I'll ritual summon a Jiggins to take care of that.
Alright.
Buff chickens or just normal chickens?
Just invisible normal Jiggins.
Ah,
Normal
bad.
chickens. And
I can summon the buff one if you want.
yeah, and there's a letter on the table when you go inside.
Oh boy, mail. He cuts it open with his claw and reads it.
You seem excited. The last time you got one of those, it was like gonna evict you.
Well, it's not always that. Let's see what it is.
And it has like some of the best penmanship you've ever seen to it. It's very proper. Everything is well defined, and it says Devin Fabranis, native of Skull Island, began doing pirate work after meeting Quintarius 50. And then it continues on to say Maxwell, professional hobo, until Quintarius 50 moved. Until Quintarius 50, you met Quintarius 50. Now, murderer, pirate, scoundrel. Then moves on to say, Ferris Tala, self-proclaimed prodigy, mediocre spellcaster. Met Quintarius 50 and began to cause mischief.
What's this say?
That's junk mail.
Okay.
And then he just kind of
again, is it?
and then he hands it to Quinn.
Oh, okay, Quinn. You recognize this penmanship.
Is it who I think it is?
Yeah, and when you turn it onto the back, it says created a Quintarius 50, created a crew of vagabonds to target the armada from whence it came.
Dang right, I did, Deacon. And with that, he's gonna throw it to the ground and just stomp it.
Yeah, junk mail makes me mad too.
It's funny because it's a piece of paper, so it's just flat anyway.
Oh, it's extra flat and torn by the time Quinn's done dancing on it.
Let me guess. I wanted you to sign, or else like ghost would visit you or something.
No, it was actually like some kind of report about, Devin meeting or Quinn meeting us, and then it said all sorts of mean things about us.
Did it say I was the most intense, prolific spellcaster in existence?
Yes.
Well,
Something
okay,
like
maybe it wasn't junk mail then.
It's
Did
from
it say
Deacon.
you were a scoundrel, Max?
No. Maybe. But I'm not.
Well, there's nothing bad about it if you do it for the right reasons,
But I'm not. I'm just a guy, and I live in a box house with my boxes.
Yeah, there's no shame in living like a hobo.
Don't
He
mind
goes
him,
he
Matt.
goes over and sits between two boxes.
I'm just
And
imagining
he's got
Max.
the pouty face.
It's just Max, no talk me, Angie.
Yeah.
Me angry. Don't mind them, Max, but I do apologize. It seems that Deacon definitely knows where you live here.
At least he
which
didn't
could
break
prove
anything.
difficult.
At least he
I
didn't
wouldn't-
break anything.
Well, he doesn't have to touch something to break it. And that Quinn's gonna survey the area for any scouts or mechanical birds.
All right. Do a perception check.
$18.
All right. There does not appear to be anyone watching the house or any mechanical birds on the house or in the neighborhood. The proverbial neighborhood.
So I'm
I
not
think it might just be trying to get under her skin, but best to be cautious.
I'm not the most, well, I am quite wise, but would staying in Max's place be the best idea if this guy knows who we are and where we go?
He's got a good point.
Come on, I haven't been in my own house for weeks.
Well, if they're searching for Devin, for Quinn, sorry, specifically, then it might not be the best idea.
Max is gonna go over to the drawer where he keeps all of his paperwork and make sure that he's insured for armada damage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a perfect opportunity to take up insurance now, Max.
And yeah, you don't have anything for the Armada.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I gotta go talk to my insurance agent.
Yeah, make sure getting burned down, robbing you, burglary. That sounds like are those things that he would do, Quinn?
Yes and yes, but it wouldn't be robbery. It would be legal repossession.
Well, we could get a lawyer, and we could maybe argue
Also,
it.
straight up assassination is also on the table.
Oh, do
Okay,
you
so
have
I'm
any-
getting life insurance instead. Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any like brothers or cousins? So they can get it if he kills you.
I'll just give it to my parents and let them figure it out.
Okay. But don't worry, that won't happen. Just in the unlikely, it won't happen.
Yeah.
Are you actually gonna go and find an insurance agent?
Oh boy, getting insurance in D&D. I've never done this before.
It can happen off screen.
All right. Well,
How many skill checks do you have to pass to
What if we-
are you gonna
what if we-
visit
what
Avery
if we-
before? Or
What if we
after?
kill you, Max, and then we use Revivify on you? Then you can claim the life insurance.
That sounds like fraud to me.
I don't think any of you have a Phoenix gem lying around either.
Oh, that's right. It's different here.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, what are you doing? Assuming all goes well with the insurance company, which obviously it doesn't because it's an insurance company.
We go to the docks and repair the ship.
Yeah.
I mean, we're resting here first, obviously.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, the Republic has its own special docks, if I
Right.
say.
Yeah.
So we don't have to.
Are
run
they
all the way out.
within?
Yeah, they're within
Oh,
the city limits. So get to work, Dalen.
Yep. I have mending and supplies, so I need to look up what the actual rule was.
Yeah. The rules should be that. I believe it's like D10 plus your intelligence or something like that.
I mean, just if anyone else has anything
Oh
else,
no, it's
I'll
just
look it up.
10. It is not D10. It's just 10 plus proficiency plus your intelligence. It just costs the supply to do it.
Okay, so 10 plus proficiency plus, so 17 HP.
All right, so 2 supply would get us back to max.
Yeah.
Okay.
Though if Dalen's the only one doing this, it'll effectively take 2 of your 4 land AP for this. So you only have 5 out
hang
in
on.
the
I
sea.
can also help.
Max isn't too shabby at it himself, but you can go ahead and do it.
Well, mine's just 12. If you got something better.
Max is
12. I thought yours would be like 13 at least. It should be 13 at least.
Oh, that's right. Level 5.
Your proficiency went up, so if your intelligence is a 0, it should be 13.
Okay, then it's 15 if it's both modifier and proficiency.
Okay, yeah, that's one more than max. So yeah. Either way, we're topped off. With our fresh paint job now, we're gonna go back to, we can go see Captain Avery.
All right. And you make your way back to the to Avery's office where you first met. Well, I guess most of you first met. And he obviously lets you inside, and there he is. He starts off by saying, "Ah, good, you got my message. I know it takes a little while for these things to get far out. It's been a few weeks since we've realized this, but it took, well, a couple to reach you, and a couple for you to come back to us, I assume."
Yeah.
Nearly half a month.
Yes, well, I hope that you were able to get the respite that you were looking for from the Armada out there.
Are they still after us?
The Armada does not really forget, more they find higher priorities.
That's a good way to put it.
So what have you found out?
Yes. So what we found out, well, I suppose I should ask, do any of you know about El Dorado?
Do any of us know about El Dorado?
Quinn, make a history check.
History. Eight.
Well, for those of you who don't know, it's a legendary city. It's a shining city of solid gold. It's the prize of the spiral. However, few have ever visited it because it has no traditional storm gate. It drifts through the spiral and never touches a spiral arm. Even if it can be reached within a few days, you still have to cross the outer darkness to reach it, and you better be fast. If you don't want to spend even longer on a return trip. As you know, the spiral is quite dangerous once you leave the spiral arms.
Lots of squids.
Well, there's worse than squids out there. But the Bronze Voyager crew that you met before, they snuck inside of Zolakul, those ruins that you visited with them. And they discovered an ancient text describing a method of reaching El Dorado more quickly, or as the Saurians called it, Shibalba. Quintarius, you may have heard of it as Strego. I believe that's what the Valencians call it, although I don't know if that's what the Armada refers it to. When he calls it Strego, you realize that is a word that Lord Lorenzo used.
Yes, I've heard a little bit about it.
And he says, the Armada has already gained a foothold on the entrance to Zolakul. Getting inside is nearly impossible now, but we've spotted the same tablets our crew got rubbings of being chiseled out and offloaded. The Armada would only do that if it's their goal. They want to gain access to El Dorado. With the wealth they'll amass from it, as well as its mobility, they'll have the means to conquer the spiral and rebuild it as they see fit.
Are you suggesting that they not only want to plunder it for its wealth, but also turn it into an Armada battle station?
Because it's the only world that moves around, it would allow them to naturally gain the ability to conquer one world after another if their home base was planted on it. it would do the hard work of bringing their fleets into a position of attack for them.
But are they able to control it? Or does it drift on its own accord?
We're not certain. Even if it drifts on its own accord, it would still make their base incredibly difficult to get to. If they have a means of getting there consistently, it would stand to reason they'd have a means of getting out consistently. And if that happens, then they might be able to attack anywhere they want.
I assume you have some sort of solution for getting them out of there?
We don't have the means of removing them from Zolakul ourselves. However, I've gotten a request from one of our local pirates, Catbeard. He's looking to hire some extra hands to raid that Armada outpost. If you can work with him, you can get inside and prevent the shipment with that very tablet from ever reaching Valencia. Ideally, you could reclaim it and we could learn even more from it. Or we can destroy it in a worst-case scenario. The Armada will remain in the dark, which will give us a leg up. Meanwhile, I'll send a crew to secure any remaining information inside of Zolakul itself.
They might still know how to get there even without the tablet, but yeah, that would help.
Well, the less the Armada knows about El Dorado, the better. We don't know how much they know about what that tablet already says. We ourselves don't know everything about what it says.
It is possible that someone needs to translate it, and hopefully they didn't already discover a way to do that.
Well, I suppose that we have a leg up in that regard, because for whatever reason, the spell Comprehend Languages doesn't work on Saurian. The only way to really understand it is to, well, learn it by yourself, which not too many have done, so no troopers in the Armada could easily read this. They would need someone higher up to come out and take a look at it themselves, or simply ship it back.
Oh, I know that language. I was taught it when I was in the academy. It's one of those things where you never think it's going to be useful, but oh wow, that came in a left field.
Well, if you could read it, that would make our job significantly easier once we get our hands on it. Especially because in a worst case scenario, you might be able to glean a lot out of it before having to destroy it. But again, ideally, I would like to have it.
Well, there's another trick I picked up where I could possibly destroy it, but keep its contents visible to only us.
Well, ideally, if there's any magic inside of it, we'd want to keep it around.
Oh yeah, of course.
And what do
However-
you plan to do with El Dorado?
What does anyone plan to do with El Dorado? It's the place where you can amass any amount of wealth. Obviously, I wouldn't expect to have all of it. I would only expect a part of the share if we ever reach it. For now, our objective is just keeping the Armada away from it.
Well, I think it's fair to say we deserve a cut of it if we're gonna do a dangerous mission involving it.
It would be split 6 ways. So each of you would still get an equal share. Well, I work on this end to make sure that you're able to operate as freely as you possibly can and continue to give you information.
That's fair.
And what about the other major powers? Does Polaris or Marleybone have any interest in this?
I think any anyone would have interest in El Dorado. The question becomes who will find out about it first. If we can keep this to ourselves, it'll be a lot easier. I know that the Armada is not exactly wanting to part with this information.
No,
Well-
once they have their sights on something, they don't give it up easily.
Well, speaking of the Armada, they apparently have their eyes on us because I got this letter on my table, and he holds up like the crumpled, probably torn at the edges, oily paper that was danced upon.
I'm going to. I'm just gonna hold up my finger and like reach into my jacket and throw the bat out, and look around the room through her eyes.
All right, you're looking at the room. You might see like the jade amulet you got earlier, like in a nice case. Everything in the room has some kind of protection on it, but
Yeah, specifically invisible people.
You don't see anyone but Avery in the room.
Okay, just making sure. As I feed her a grape.
Well, I suppose you can't be too careful. However, I do have my own means of knowing whether or not we're actually being watched.
Yeah, but I'm magic.
Well, magic isn't necessarily everything.
Mm. I guess we
However-
can agree to disagree.
I will say that Catbeard is looking for prestigious pirates, if you will, to work with him. So in order to work with him, you'll have to go and continue to build up rapport around Skull Island. You've got enough to be in the race, but you're certainly got some competition ahead of you.
So
Now
you only
let's
picking a
trust-
single crew.
It appears that way. He wants to just get one solid crew to work with him. If he has to pick out stragglers and make another crew for himself, it is messy. He wants one crew to get one job done.
So what does this involve? Just going into a bar and killing some rats in the basement? Or...
Well, it depends on the 5 of you. Although I suppose I have not met your new friend here.
Oh yeah, this is Avery. This is Dalen.
Greetings, nice to meet you. I have met these fine folk in Wisteria, and they helped me not get killed by weird plant creatures.
Is that a tick on our resume?
I don't know if Catbeard would have that on his resume. It's not something he could check very easily. He doesn't have connections out that far. But it
Well, shoot,
might
we should have
make
brought
things,
back a newspaper.
might make things easier for the rest of you to handle some of these more mundane tasks. I believe Catbeard wants to start his raid on the Armada on the first day of spring. So roughly 60 days from now, a couple months.
Isn't this really time sensitive?
I don't know why Catbeard is choosing that much time. However, at the same time, he is trying to raid an Armada outpost.
Oh, just doesn't want any losers joining him.
That outpost is not going to be easy to take. Once the Armada sets one of those up, they tend to stick around. I have a feeling Catbeard doesn't want to simply just go in, take what he wants, and leave. I think he might want to have a higher goal of removing them from the Republic, that outpost from the Republic Skyways altogether. Well, not the Republic Skyways, but you know what I mean.
And do you know which station has the tablet?
Well, there's only the one outpost in Skull Island. I believe that you've already seen it.
The one north of here.
Yep, that's the one.
So what sort of tasks should we take to get in better graces with Catbeard? What sort of things is he going to be looking for?
Well, the easiest way is to just continue to work for the factions of Skull Island Republic. I've actually got a few requests that they might have lined up for you. The witch doctors are looking for 3 spirit crystals. They don't really care where or how they are acquired, so much as they are acquired. And while they won't, and they'll offer you more cash for any extras that you may find, or you could keep them yourselves if you're privy to construction projects. The Musketeers are seeming to be having issues with Captain Gunn's plantation. You unearthed it for them earlier, however, now that they've found where he grew his yum fruit, and they appear to be incredibly pure. A lot of them have a bit of crossbreeding happen when they travel across worlds, but these ones seem to be as best as you could find other than Mushu. However, that makes others see them as a prize, and they want some help with security around the place. And in exchange, they'll give you 5 of the Yum Yum fruit, which you could use to make a lot of potions of healing, or a few very strong ones, depending on how you use your materials. My bodyguard, Mordecai, leads the Buccaneers, and he has a score to settle with someone. He'll give you more of those details, but in exchange, he will give out two weapons of choice. These are master-crafted weapons. They will be better than pretty much anything that you currently possess, except for maybe that crossbow over there. And lastly, the privateers, they just have a shipment that they want to send, however it is to Celestia, and they'll simply just offer gold for this shipment.
I'm thinking the healing potions.
I think
I'm
cooler
inclined to
weapons-
agree.
I'm good with either one, though some weapon upgrades would be beneficial.
No, it's security, and I think we're pretty good at that.
What do you think, Dalen?
I would incline to agree with both of those options, but I don't know how important the weapons are for us.
Well, Quinn and Devin can stab things better.
Yeah.
Just so you don't have to remember so hard.
Well,
Do we
Make
know
a
what
good
the
point.
spirit? Do we know what the spirit crystals do exactly? Like as a material?
Yeah, their property is what it sounds like: spiritual, spirits, ghosts, that kind of thing.
So do we need to vote then?
I think so because, like, for me the healing potions are probably better, but I think I prefer the weapons.
I'm voting healing.
I'm voting. I'm good with either the healing or the weapons, but I'm going to prioritize weapons just so we're better armed.
So Doc and Quinn, or
Quick Discord poll.
Okay.
Got one person who needs to vote as the tiebreaker.
Oh, great.
well, yeah, cool. Quinn decides.
Half of us are gonna like you and half of us are gonna hate you. Make your choice.
They will remember that.
I feel like the Yum Yum fruit will have the best benefit across the entire crew.
All right then. Security guards it is.
All right. Well, I wish you good hunting, and I'll let you know if there's any updates to what Catbeard's plans are.
Gotcha.
Do we need to like meet with them or anything, or will you just?
Leading up to the day he wants to make his attack on the outpost, he will contact you if he wants to hire your services.
Okay.
And what about the security job? Should we talk to the musketeers here or over at the plantation?
You should be able to talk to them here and let them know that you've accepted before heading to the plantation.
All right, we will do. By the way, I don't know if we were the Ferris 4 last time we met, but we're the Ferris 5 again. Just
But we're spelling Ferrous Ferrous like iron.
And wasn't it 45 at some point?
Yeah, I was told that you were the Ferris 45. I will admit, I think that your name is getting a little hard to keep up with. I hope you choose a name that's more permanent. Alliteration's great and all, but if it's tied to something that's always changing, no one will ever truly know who you are.
Yeah, we were the Ferris 6 for a little while too.
Cleanup crew.
Okay, fine. I'll relent. We're the cleanup crew.
It's what Val would have wanted.
Okay.
Yes, how is she doing?
That is a rather complicated story. But, well, to give an abbreviated version, she's, I guess I might as well say it. She's dead.
Oh, guess things did not go as well as you'd hoped in Wisteria then. Well, I give you my condolences, but hopefully we can, if that's what you want, get the name of the cleanup crew moving a bit more, so that way it's not constantly changing number to number.
Yeah.
That sounds good, Captain.
All right, well, good hunting, and I'll let you know if there's any changes. Do you have any other questions for me?
A lot of people seem to hate you. I mean, we encountered pirates, and they're always jeering us for involving ourselves with you.
Well, it depends on the pirates that you're interacting with. I know that the cutthroats are not too fond of me, but that's just because I'm a semblance of authority, and being from Celestia, they don't really like authority. And they thought that they could live out their philosophies here by creating chaos everywhere they go, just like their homeworld. However, I don't have a I'm not the prime minister of a republic because I am malicious or anything. People would not work with me if that were the case.
Yeah, just letting you know, we've I'm not saying anything, of course, but we've taken on some trouble for involving ourselves with politics here.
I didn't realize that you were part of any deeper politics than simply working with those who are part of the Republic.
I just mean
Well,
you specifically.
Well, I'm not forcing you to work with me if you do not want to.
Yeah, I just thought I'd let you know.
He just
You
doesn't
know-
want us to come back and you have like a knife in your back or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I know how to look out for myself. Do not worry. The Republic may be young and unable to fight the Armada in a straight up brawl, but we know how to live we know how to protect ourselves from assassinations and other things. We're probably the best equipped to handle such problems of those nature.
Everyone has that issue, Max.
yes,
And-
but
That being said, if we're gonna do things for you, knowing all that, would you be willing to provide us with some supplies before we go out and do tasks for you?
Well, I can't give off a pretense that I'm supplying anyone, because if I do that, it would be seen as a conflict of interest, or even worse, Deacon might be able to sense where the money is going, or Jack. Either one of them are, I think you've already known, not someone you want to be poking around your business too much. But if you are going after El Dorado, I will see what I can do for you. For these smaller tasks, I'm afraid it would be better if I reserved my hand for your larger endeavors.
What about making sure his house upkeep is maintained, as I point to Max?
Upkeep in what way?
The lawn mowed. bringing the ma-
Basically, keep the HOA off my back.
Yeah, he's getting like eviction notices every time we go out.
Well, do you want the house to look the way they want it all the time, or do you just want them to quit bothering you?
That one. Just
The latter.
malicious compliance.
I think I can find a way to pull some strings to make it so they won't bother you about such things. It'll be a little bit easier than having to send someone over to maintain it the whole time. That will draw attention to you.
Okay,
Whatever
great.
works.
That'll do.
But yes, I can do that for you. That should be relatively simple.
Thank you.
Honestly, if you wanted to, you could move up to the upper courts. We do have an open apartment that you could renovate for the cleanup crew.
I've never really been one for fancy stuff, but I guess if it'd be a place for my friends to stay too, then I guess so.
And I think it would be wise to maybe move, because Deacon knows we're going to your house. So maybe give the illusion we are still staying there, but move us, on the sly to that place.
Well, it hasn't gone up for sale or anything yet, so I think it'll be the perfect place. It'll seem as if it is still inhabited, and while your old place will still, as far as the everyone else is concerned, be renovated and have residents within it. However, that does mean you will have to visit it from time to time to continue that pretense if you want to keep up with Max's house.
Well, I am fond of my house, so yeah.
Yeah.
So be sure to leave at least enough belongings for it to still seem inhabited, while you move your more precious belongings to the bunkhouse as well as anything else. And I'll make sure that Mordecai knows that it is part of the Buccaneers security detail to make sure that everything is secured. Well, they do have some of that for the upper courts here. You are,
Alright.
as long as you're on this quest for El Dorado with me, I'll be sure to make sure that your home is protected.
Very well.
Alright. I guess I'll just unpack some of the Matryoshka boxes and leave them behind.
While we're here, Avery, did you get Avalon's reply to the message you sent to them?
A message to Avalon?
Sorry, my apologies. Not Avalon. To Wisteria.
You mean Ambassador Lars' message? That's how I knew that you actually went there. Ambassador Lars had to tell me to keep up the pretense of your first paperwork there. Obviously, I gladly followed along and let you continue on your journey, but knowing Wisteria, it probably didn't go very well. We would love it if they recognized us, but to my knowledge, nothing has changed unless you have done something significant over there I'm not aware of. And if so, if they're willing to do it, I'm sure that they will show their own hand in time.
Very well. There's nothing then to report on that. Just wanted to make sure that you knew the situation there.
Yes, Ambassador Lars keeps me up to date with everything on that end. Still a shame that Mushu won't comply, but then again, they don't really want any outside affairs other than commerce.
Yeah, that sounds accurate. Well, I guess we'd better go meet with the musketeers.
All right, good hunting, my friends.
Aye, aye.
As the crew kind of leaves Avery's office, Quinn will kind of go to Max as we're walking and just say, "I'm sorry for making you have to move, Max. I'm responsible for
It's
this whole mess that you've ended up in."
Don't worry about it. I still own the house technically. Like you said, it hasn't gone up for sale, so I kind of own 2 sets of property now, I guess.
Yeah. As we're walking out, it's like, that's the art of the deal, Max. It's like when you're working with someone in power, you just always got to try and bargain with them.
I guess. I don't like doing that though. It's like, it feels like burning reputation points or something, because if you do what they ask and you don't ask for anything returned, they'll like you a lot more. And then when you need something in the future, they'll be more likely to give it to you. But then if you already burned those reputation points, they aren't going to do it later because they're going to say, I already did all this stuff for you earlier.
Well, no, then you're just a lackey at that point if you're just kind of passively following orders.
But you're a popular lackey.
Yeah, that's not us.
Sometimes that ends up with a knife in your back, as you say.
Well, why would someone put a knife in your back if they like you?
It's your pawn. You're disposable.
Jealousy, temptation, you know.
Opportunity. But don't worry too much about that, Max. We're here to help you out.
Yeah, I'm gonna need help moving boxes to my new apartment.
And I
Don't
will...
worry, it won't take long. We can use the boxes to carry the boxes.
We just like store the boxes on the ship and then.
I guess.
Well, you'd have to go and move them to the dock and put them on the ship. No, you couldn't even get them into the new place. You have to move them by hand. Unless you just leave them in the ship.
Nah, let's just move the boxes.
Oh wait, no! I learned a new thing, Max. As I as I ritual summon Tensor's floating disc.
Excellent. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Tensor's floating disc like a giant pile of boxes and boxes.
And what I'm gonna do too is bust out another new spell. Once we get the boxes all loaded on, I'm going to ritual summon a phantom steed, so it's like a moving truck now.
Wowie!
Incredible.
Wow. Yeah, and Max, you notice one of your boxes has something in it?
I checked the box.
This one has a note, and it has a bunch of tools that you've probably seen something akin to them, though these ones look a lot nicer.
Alright. open the envelope. Let's see what the note says.
And the note says, I found these tools that got confiscated a while back. It's even got your name on it. They look well made. Could make your fire paint actually make your ship go faster. I took the liberty of saving them from that cold fate of ending up with the privateers instead. You're welcome for the favor. I'll be in touch. Jack.
Oh dear.
Max looks over the tools to see if they really have his name on them.
You read the name Dalen on it.
Dalen.
Yes.
These are yours.
Do you hand him just the tools or the tools in the note?
Both.
Interesting.
So, these are the tools that you had before you were kicked out of your store. You thought that they were repossessed, or maybe they were and just exchanged hands many times. And so with these tools, you and only you get 1 free AP towards a non-movement activity, provided you have the requirements met, obviously. And it counts as an artisan tool as well.
Counts as what?
An artisan tool.
Oh, okay.
Is it a specific type of artisan's tool, or can it be any type?
It's more or less its own.
I see.
What that is, you
Or
can
is it
choose.
all of them? Ice, you tell me.
Uh,
You wrote this thing down.
AP plus artisan's tools.
we just kind of just said artisans, but hey, if you want them to act like the all-in-one in that regard, that is fine. They're effectively a multi-tool.
Okay. I do not know how these got here, but yes, these are my tools from Marleybone, but this goes a lot deeper than I thought.
Quinn will kind of come over and be like, "Did you find something, Max?"
Well,
Max
he
is
found some of my tools from quite a bit ago, but they seem to have been sent by this Jack person, and he hands him the note.
Quinn will
one-eyed
read
Jack.
through it quick. Oh, and he's racked a favor with you, I see.
Are you expected to honor a favor you didn't ask for?
It's Jack, probably.
Somehow, I think he's gonna force us to, but
Do you understand how the favor system works?
somewhat. From what I've heard, it's a request of any kind, pretty much, depending on the severity of it.
Quinn nods. That's the gist of it. Jack is a powerful ally. In fact, he helped us get out of here without getting roped in by the Armada. But he also has his own agenda in mind, so just be careful with him. I'm sure he'll come around at some point to rope us into some mess.
Yeah, I'd ask him for
Quite.
stuff, but I don't like owing people stuff.
Indeed, I I don't like that either, but I guess I will have to honor it at some point if it comes to it. I don't want to cause you more trouble than it's worth.
We'll try to at least make sure he's reasonable with it. I mean, you didn't ask for this one.
Yeah.
Anyway, pack up and let's hop on as this shadowy horse comes out of the ground. Well, actually, it's only 500 pounds, so maybe I get like Quinn to ride it, and we just kind of double up on it.
Max sits on the Tensor's floating disc.
Your like legs hanging off the end of it.
Yeah.
Or just inside of one of the boxes.
And he's in one of the boxes and wearing a box as a helmet.
Oh my gosh.
Would you say you have enough boxes for this to be multiple trips, or just the one?
He probably only brought enough to modestly decorate his new apartment with boxes.
I should
like
point
stack
out
'em up
that
too.
this new apartment is not in Max's name.
It's not?
No,
Why?
Whose name is it
It's
in?
the cleanup
It's in the
crew.
team name.
Oh, okay.
So
You can
he
have a-
doesn't own it. It's owned by the group. So if you kick him out of the group, he won't have any own of it.
We can have a max corner of boxes.
The Max Fort.
Yeah.
Is it like a nice apartment with rooms for each person, or?
It looks like more or less a flat area. It's like the walls are decent enough, but it's definitely like you know that there were probably better places. Like
It's
it looks
still-
pretty barren.
You need the furniture. You'll need to purchase your own furniture for the place.
Wow, that's like my actual apartment.
Yeah.
That's what the boxes are for.
Max probably starts setting up the bigger boxes for everyone, except for maybe Quinn, who's probably too big.
Especially my pauldrons now.
Well, I'll tell you
Barely
what. Once
fits.
we get that Eldorado gold, we're gonna fill this place up with so many things.
Indeed. I do
Well,
have to wonder
it'll-
what Avery plans for the island itself, though.
He'll serve for now.
Yeah. So we pull up on our Phantom Steed and Tensor's disc and start unpacking, I guess.
Yep.
Alright.
So you put down your box, take a box out of the box, take a box out of the box in the box, take a box out of that box.
Yeah. Maybe summon a few jiggins to, unpack.
And then the final box has all of his valuable things in it. He keeps that in his own personalized Max corner.
Yeah, that being said, the place is still pretty barren.
That's okay.
Just boxes in it now.
There's just boxes in it now.
It's perfect!
Nah, we need some beds.
What are you talking about? They're right there. And he points to the boxes.
No, I mean a real bed, Max.
We don't all
No.
sit in boxes all day.
I was gonna say a waterbed, but you'll probably break it.
Well, he just kind of looks down at his paws and his claws pop out and he says, probably. I kind of do that thing when I'm sleeping, and he starts doing the kneading motion with his paws.
Yeah,
Oh.
no beds. I guess Dalen could patch up our waterbed, so maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah, we're getting a waterbed. Well, at least I'm getting a waterbed.
All right. Are you going to like buy a bunch of stuff or just beds?
Well, I think we'll do with just mattresses for now, because I think we're a little short on funds after buying plate mail.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Mac's sitting on 1,000 gold.
Oh my gosh.
It's in a box, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Is it a smaller one?
Yeah.
It's like a coin purse, but it's a coin
It's
box.
like a lock. It's like a lock box.
All right.
Anyway, I think it's time we go to the Musketeers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll worry about mattress purchasing.
More off-screen things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we get a long rest while we're here, or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That one level 2 spell slot I spent.
Because you guys did it at Max's house. Yeah. Now that you're in like the court, so to speak, which is just kind of like the set of buildings up on the hill, a bunch of the higher ups of Skull Island live around here or have offices here. You just walk down the street more or less to the Musketeers' office. And you just more or less tell them we took their job, and they're like, cool, or
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
We're here to protect the fruit.
Or, greetings, we're the cleanup crew, and we're here to protect your fruit.
oh, that's very good of you. We have some need of people to make sure that they survive, because they'll be quite lucrative if they do, and we'll give you a share of some of what we've already gotten. If you're successful, just head down to the southwest. Hey, weren't you the guys that uncovered the place?
Yes, we certainly were.
Yeah. So you already know everything. Then you're probably the best people for this job.
If our information is correct, you need us for security.
That's right.
What does that entail? Just staking out and making sure no one steals it or any varmints get at it? What are we talking here?
Well, it's the Scrimshaw rats, actually. How many of you have seen Scrimshaw or been there?
We've had an encounter with a few of them.
Yes, well, they're seeking to more or less just take everything and devour it all or sell it all. They don't really have a forward-thinking mind when it comes to business or proper practices. If you destroy everything you have now, you have nothing to sell next season.
Mm-hmm.
But they're trying to pillage everything. Scrimshaw has been difficult to work with, to say the least. They are rascals out there. They can be equally useful as they are annoying. So we're hoping to tell you, we're hoping that you'll tell them with a couple fists as to why they shouldn't mess with the musketeers.
Yeah, I think we can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. You already
Do
know
you-
where to go.
Do you know? So, do they have, to your knowledge, an attack already planned, or is this a just in case?
I would suspect that they would probably strike soon after you arrive. They would suspect more reinforcements in spring. Also, we have to harvest soon. The fall is coming upon us shortly, so we need to make sure that we have everything done.
All right, we'll head on over. It's in Rapa Nui, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Good hunting.
Indeed.
Oh, are we going to be provided with food once we get there?
Yes, I believe that they'll have something set up for your assistance.
Okay. Let's go, guys.
We depart.
Question: if we use that same trick with the steed and the tenter's disc, would that increase our land speed?
Good question.
What would you be like taking with you with the tensor's disc?
I think the idea
A
is
party.
they want, yeah. Whoever has casted the steed would also be like moving the disc at the same time, or how does
Yeah.
the disc get moved exactly?
It just follows me.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, but is that
It just-
two rituals, or is that?
Yep, it's 2 rituals, but none of them, they're not concentration.
The
disc
disc
only
lasts
lasts
an
for an
hour.
Yeah, so does the horse.
Which means you'd have to find a way to like stop and then do a ritual again, and then stop and then do a ritual again. So
Unless he casts a ritual while he's on the horse.
The steed has a speed of 100. So we should be able to move quite a bit faster, even with having to stop for 20 minutes every hour.
I feel like you'd either get 1 or maybe 2 extra spaces. I'm not sure about it right now.
Yeah, it's just land that we can
We'll
do
just
this,
say 1, because that makes it the same as your ship speed, which makes it easier for everyone.
He's right.
Other question: how far is 1 hex in terms of miles?
I'm like, don't make me do that.
Because there are some spells that require like 10 miles or something.
Yeah, don't worry about those spells. Those ones will be a certain amount of hexes
Like
That'd be-
Crow did.
deliberate ourselves.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. Do we roll the D-hundos?
It's time for D Hyaku.
Did I do
I
it
think
last?
Crow was the last one, so I should roll it.
Okay. $93.
Ooh.
93.
All right. Go ahead and make your movement. 5. Okay.
You could stop at the Presidio if you didn't want to use any supplies. If you're doing a mission for them. Worth
Well, after
it.
that long trip, everyone's like, "Oh, no supply spending, please."
It's funny is while you're on the road, you happen to find a what looks like a wagon that's kind of just crashed. The wheels are broken. It looks like whoever was there took what they could and moved on, probably to just keep time. And you happen to find a bag with about 10 gold in it and a few bits of supply. About 5.
Da-da-da-da.
What if we fix up this wagon and use that instead of the disc?
Oh my gosh.
Hook that up to the steed. We wouldn't be able to take it with us, though.
Yeah, but it would. Wouldn't that make us faster? Because we wouldn't have to ritual cast the disc anymore.
Oh my gosh.
So I'll put the 5
Technically,
extra,
yes. Mechanically, no.
I'll put the 5 extra supply on the ship and 10 gold. I don't know. I guess everyone can have 2 gold or something.
I give my 2 gold to Devin.
Like I should mention.
Can we
you still
store the
have-
wagon in the ship? Oh, we're not using it.
I mean, you could, but I think that's gonna be like
Eh.
It'll be like
It's
5
a big-
encumbrance.
5 or 10 even.
You think that
It's big.
matters?
It's big.
No, let's. Where are we keeping the spare?
Spare.
Guys, help my brain.
You're looking for the
Fail.
I
emergency.
don't know what
rations.
you're talking about,
The
so
rations. Where?
First
Where-
They're
first
on the
thing.
ship.
Top row.
At the top, I put 5 on there.
Oh, it starts with E. I was looking for R.
Yeah, it's been labeled emergency
Yeah.
rations.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. We'll have to make our wagon fancy one of these days.
Wait, so
Well, it's probably
you
gonna-
are saving the wagon on the ship?
I vote for it. I don't know about everyone else.
I say
It-
leave it behind.
It could be convenient if we're doing like overland travel.
Or at boxes to move.
Fine, I guess we can take it, but if we need more space on our ship, we're throwing it over first.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Now we need to get a paint job on the wagon.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys said 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's big.
Granted, obviously this means
You have a land vehicle on your sea vehicle.
Let's go, amphibious assaults.
You are not. I don't think anyone's proficient in land vehicles.
I am.
Okay,
Oh.
so one of you can get proficiency bonuses with that thing, just like the ship.
Can't like Quinn just ride the horse though?
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to be proficient to ride in it.
You got the horse, and then you can.
You have to be proficient in it to like patch it up and modify it, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I should also mention, you do have Saurian quartz if you wanted to start a crafting project of any kind.
Which we should add. Dalen, those tools do count as one of those free uses of your AP for projects such as this.
Okay.
Who's got the Saurian quartz in the inventory?
Just,
I don't have it.
if you want to end up deciding what to use that on and like what you want to do with it, we can always do that after the fact. Because
I'll put it on the ship.
Yeah, we'll do it
Yeah.
after. I thought we gave the quartz to Val though.
Yeah, I think that's where it went. It was.
She
with
gave
her.
it back.
Yeah. Just no one marked it down. I don't think.
No encumbrance for that?
mm-mm.
The Saurian quartz is one.
Okay.
I love the max notes in the ship inventory.
I do that with everything I make.
Yeah.
Who wants to write down, I have 10 rations, or you can say, I have 10 rations and they smell like fish.
All right. Oh, with that.
Well, would we
Yeah.
want anything out of like leather or wood made in the workshop? I don't know. Yeah, like do we need javelins, arrows, stuff like that?
I could actually use some more javelins.
All right.
Okay. Would that use up like a supply and how many would
For
we get?
making ammo stuff, yeah, we'll take supply, but I'd say you probably get like 5 javelins out of one supply, 10 arrows or bolts out of one supply.
Yeah, 5 javelins sounds fine.
Okay, I'll supply the supplies. So
Sure.
And that's how he gets his javelins back from the squids.
Or from some trees.
All right. So are we doing the next day now?
Yep.
Onward.
Is it my turn to roll?
Yeah.
89.
All right. Two, three. Okay. You spot a pretty good location of this like school of fish here. Now, if you think
Oh boy,
multiple
we're fishing.
multiple people could even try picking up the line.
All right. Survival.
Yep.
Yeah, dex survival.
I'm also gonna put scare trap in my book for the.
Alrighty.
12.
Ooh. You get small little nibbles here and there, but nothing really wants to bite.
Do we want to re-roll it? We're getting close to the end of the episode.
Okay, I'll let you re-roll it.
Natural 1.
Oh.
28.
Alright, well, as nothing ends up coming nearby, eventually this bigger one actually decides, I see tasty snack. And, yeah, it's going for the line, and I want you to make a, athletics contest.
can I assist?
Please assist.
To advantage.
Ooh. Let's see.
Can I use Ismod since he's helping?
I mean, Quinn could probably take over here if he wants to, since you've got this thing in the hook now.
Quinn, help! Okay, you
Alright.
Oh my
Nat
gosh,
20.
that's a nat 20. Yeah, you just pull the thing right out as it just flies into the boat.
It's like help. You just stoop over and pick up the fish without a problem.
He doesn't even reel it; he just lifts it.
Just with one hand.
And you get a pretty well-sized fish out of this. It's a marlin, and you imagine you could probably sell this thing for a solid like 75 gold, or it's worth about 5 rations other's.
Alright.
Guys, I think we've started a fishing
encumbrance.
minigame.
Is this our income now?
We should get him a sturdy like fishing net instead of just a rod, you know.
Yeah, we should buy a net.
When you get a net for fishing.
You know, I probably could have moved out from mom and dad's if I started taking up fishing instead of trying to work my way up from the bottom rung of like a fast food shop.
Well,
Yeah, anything's better than minimum wage.
Teach a cat to fish.
Marleybone is very contested in that area, so you would probably not end up very far either.
But I'm good at it.
And he points to the big fish that Quinn is holding.
Well, being good at open seas is very different from being good at a port.
Nothing further to say.
Alright.
All right, we have you do have to consume this time, and you can roll your next D hundo.
It's your turn, Zapper.
Alright. $76.
Alright.
All right, so you land there, and the musketeers are waiting for you, and they're like, "Oh, look, it's the ones who found this place."
We're here to protect your fruit.
Yep.
Well, that's absolutely wonderful. The rats seem to be hiding out on the far side of the island. Seems like you came here before they could make their patrols to see if you were coming. That gives us an upper hand.
Excellent.
We suspected that they would make their move as soon as they saw anyone approaching, but now we can probably lay out some traps for them.
Oh yeah, I have just the thing too.
Well, provided that you have the means to do so. We don't really have much in the way of tools to trap ourselves, other than farming equipment with unconventional uses.
Well, you can always set out a bunch of rakes and let them slap themselves in the face with them.
I've heard that only works on zombies.
I think it works on like psychopath murderers too.
Well, I've prepared the alarm spell in the morning at least, so that should help.
And I have magic traps.
I've heard that those things don't last.
Oh, this one will last indefinitely, apparently.
Wow. Wonder what the witch doctors are teaching there.
Oh, this is no witch doctor spell. This is the Ferris Tallow brand spell.
Well, I could see it wasn't a witch doctor's spell. That's the only magic I've seen, and their stuff does not last.
Well,
so just for game purposes, I've gotten alarm and snare into my prepared spells.
Alright.
If we're setting up traps, I also have caltrips I can use to contribute to trapping.
Don't think I can do a whole heck of a lot trap-wise, but I guess I could set the party up with Bless in advance. If I time it well.
yeah, I'm gonna use Scare Trap to put in. I'll put it in places that we'll make a layout first. If we have like a layout of what this place looks like.
Unfortunately, we were not expecting you guys to get this far this fast, so that's probably going to be something we're going to have to end up doing next time.
Yeah.
However, in the meanwhile, if you want to at least prep anything, plan anything, we'll let you.
Do we have an estimation of how long it'll take them to get here?
They would have been attacking like this evening if they'd seen you, but now you have a bit of control, so pretty much you could probably make them show up whenever you're ready. More or less, you'd have the musketeers shoot off like a flare or something, or I guess Ferris would shoot off a firebolt, and then they'll come.
Alright, well, I'm not sure if there's really anything else we can do without a map.
Yeah. Which, means we'll be kind of just ending it off then a bit early.
Just by 15 minutes, it ain't bad.
We've stockpiled enough going overboard for a going underboard.
Yeah.
That being said, next time we'll have a little bit of a fun defense mission instead of assaulting tower defense, you know.
Now we get to do the traps.
Exactly.
Who's got stone shape?
Alright. Well, that'll be next time, so we'll end it here and be back on Saturday. Bye-bye.
Bye.